All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how a Bungie sandbox dev actually spoke about the potential for double slug hot swapping to get nerfed. Now, almost everyone watching this video will know what I'm talking about when I say double slug hot swapping, but if you don't, I'll give you a brief demonstration. So here I will demonstrate and explain how double slug works very briefly. You have two slug shotguns on. You could have two of any weapon on for that matter, and that's why this also works in PvP, and it's called the Quickdraw glitch, where you can essentially swap to a weapon instantaneously. And when you have two slug shotguns on, the reason why they choose two slugs is because it's really strong damage output. You can basically see here how I can normally swap at this pace. This is not slowed down at all. This is just me swapping my weapons. This is what it's like. Everyone should be familiar with this at this point in time. And then if you do a sprint animation in the middle of your swapping, you'll actually cancel the physical animation and be able to fire much faster. So instead of swapping at this pace, it'll look a little bit more like this. See that? So I can swap almost instantaneously back there. You can do this repeatedly back and forth from weapon to weapon to weapon. And I'm by no means an expert of this. I scuff this up all the time. I haven't put enough practice into it to be an expert at it, but you can see here how even I can pretty effortlessly show you how this shotgun swap glitch works. And doing this, of course, will create a massive increase in output damage, and the community is very mixed on their opinions on whether or not they want it to be nerfed or don't want it to be nerfed. The majority of people seem pretty outraged about it though, but before we jump into that, I'm going to play the clip of the Bungie dev and exactly what they said.
What are your thoughts on people quick swapping slug shotguns for higher DPS in PvE, and by proxy, the quick swap glitch?
I think that we were okay with the quick swap glitch because people didn't really need it because they had Quickdraw up 100% of the time. And now that we've touched Quickdraw, it's probably something we're going to have to look at. So I think that it's this sort of word of mouth, like skill move thing, which just isn't accessible to everyone. And so if you don't have another way of quick swapping weapons, you probably shouldn't be able to just choose to do it.
For reference, I don't know how to not do it at this point after so many years.
So obviously there's a ton to unpack there with that. I mean, the first thing that he mentions is that they were okay with it when Quickdraw was a thing because you had accessibility to swap to your weapon almost instantaneously because of the Quickdraw perk and how powerful it was. But now that Quickdraw has been nerfed and has been removed from aggressive frame shotguns specifically, more and more people are going to lean into this Quickdraw glitch in PvP specifically to swap to their shotguns really fast. And on the PvE side of things, he basically said that it's a word of mouth type of skill move, which means that there's no in-game information to teach you about hot swapping. So basically you can only learn about it through word of mouth, through watching a YouTube video, Twitter, etc. Which means it's not necessarily accessible to everyone, which is why ultimately it would seem as though Bungie will be nerfing this ability soon. Now, this clip has been spreading like wildfire, and several other content creators have weighed in with their opinion, one of those being Glad. Glad says, every time Bungie removes tech like slug shotgun swapping and Izzy, they're slowing down the game. Aren't they trying to move away from that in both PvE and PvP? They are also stripping the reward from players who put in practice. Let people master your effing game. Jesus Christ. So Glad obviously not very happy about this decision to hear this on this podcast. In his belief that nerfing this would actually be slowing down the game. Let me know if you agree with this in the comment section below. Not to mention it's a skill that takes time to learn, and learning it is very rewarding and creates a skill gap inside the game, which if I'm being completely honest, it does create a skill gap, and it's not inaccessible to anyone. In terms of input device, you can do hot swapping and the quick draw glitch on mouse and keyboard and controller equally the same. The next content creator that will weigh in on this will actually be Leopard, who tweets out saying, in my opinion, hot swapping needs to get patched. It's been watering down contest build / strats. I'm not even optimized, e.g. macro, assault mag, lack of skill, etc. And during one Templar teleport got 20% more damage, 485,000 versus 577,000. To which he then shows a clip of him doing the double slug shotgun swap and doing a ton more damage to the Templar. And even though I personally don't think that this issue needs to get nerfed or fixed, I will say that it definitely does bypass certain mechanics inside the game. And as long as it does exist in the game, it will always be the most optimal damage output, which could get really old with time. I mean, I don't want to be playing Destiny 4 years from now and having to do double slug shotgun bosses. I kind of like when the PvE sandbox does change a little bit here and there. So if anything, in my opinion, don't nerf the quick draw glitch or the hot swap, whatever you want to call it. Perhaps slug shotguns just need to be brought down a little bit so that way other strategies can be just as viable. But honestly, I'm not sure what the solution here is this. Let me know in the comment section below what you think would be the best solution for this issue. Let me know how you feel for the potential for the quick draw glitch to get nerfed inside Destiny 2. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy this video. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.